Hey everybody, welcome to Bennett's Hot Rod Garage. This is something different than we normally do. When we first heard about it, it was, yeah, okay, let somebody else deal with it. Well, what the problem is that a lot of what we're going to talk about, there are too many people going, let somebody else deal with it. So, Joe, explain what we're doing.
So, we're partnering up with as many of the YouTube content creators and influencers as possible to go and clean up the sea. MrBeast and Mark Rober have got together and they've launched a nonprofit called Teamseas.org. The intention is to raise $30 million to clean up 30 million pounds of trash out of the oceans and waterways.
Which is a drop in the bucket compared to what we've been looking at.
Yeah, so when we first started looking, it was kind of like, you know, I mean, how big of a problem really is it?
Yeah.
And so we started doing some research.
It's a big problem.
And it's out of control, like the Great Pacific Garbage Patch.
Twice the size of Texas. Garbage floating in the ocean.
I mean, it's nuts. And when you start thinking about the implications of that,
yeah,
you know, it's bad.
And it's not just oceans. It starts on a smaller scale too. Streams that feed into the ocean, and then rivers and creeks that feed into the streams that feed into the rivers that feed into the ocean. So it can be anything. Matt, being a fisherman, he sees it. You know.
Yeah, bank fishermen, even guys on the boats. At nighttime, you know, you feel like you're the only person out there.
Yeah.
So it ain't
beer cans, whatever.
Ain't just throw something off in the water, you know. Yeah. But keep you a baggie or a trash bag or something close in your boat and put your trash in there.
So that's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's what this video is about. But now we need to discuss what can we do.
Well, I'll tell you what I do. Of course, when I go fishing at night during the summer, we all stop and get drinks to last us all night on the boat. We get us McDonald's, whatever, you know, snacks and whatever. But we never, ever, ever throw our trash on the ground. Mm-hmm. When you pull up on that boat ramp, there's a trash can right there. If you're fishing from the bank, you're probably close to a state park, there's a trash can right around the corner. It just takes a couple steps just to throw that stuff in the trash, man.
All you guys watched our videos this summer where in every video we complained about how hot it was. Well, we would go numerous times and get cases of water bottles. I mean, there's 32 bottles in a case. I know it's not like beer, but there's 32 bottles in a case, and the problem is that I'd walk out in the shop at the end of the day and there's 50 half-empty water bottles. They never get finished, but there's this plastic never goes anywhere.
Never goes anywhere.
You can't make rope out of it. You see that?
Yeah. But I just
do that instead of throwing it in the trash.
I just went and bought a water cooler for here that does not use 5-gallon plastic jugs of water that you have to go and pay for and all this. It's actually hooked right into our water line. It's filtered, so we can it's cold and heated, so we can get water anytime we want, and you just put it in a cup, and that's what you're going to drink out of. That's your cup. Trash. I mean, just any kind of trash. People just... I remember when I was a kid you've all seen the commercial with the Indians standing on the side of the road.
With the tear knife.
Yeah, with the tear knife, throwing trash at them and stuff like that. This big cleanup started years ago, but with the exception of like Greta Thunberg and stuff like that, it really hasn't been taken seriously enough. You know, everybody can do their part to try and deal with this epidemic of trash everywhere.
It is. It's everywhere, and it makes its way to the rivers and then out to the ocean, and it's threatening our food supply.
Yeah, there's a saying about stuff floating downhill. Trash does it too. Yeah. It's gonna find its way into the water.
So, like this video, share it. Go to I don't remember. Is it? It's one of these.
It's one of these up here.
It's one of these.
Yep. Clean up after yourself.
Yeah.
Go to Teamseas.org. Make a donation if you can.
Even $1. That's a pound of trash.
And if you can't, share this video. Go look at, just go peruse YouTube right now and see all the other creators that are trying to deliver this message, because it's important. It's terrifying.
If you guys look up, I'm sure you've all heard of the giant plastic garbage thing in the middle of the ocean. It's like you said, it's twice the size of Texas.
And that's one of them.
Yes.
There's 5 of them. There's 5 of them out there in the ocean. That's just the biggest one.
Yep. It's amazing. And they used to dump in rivers. Everybody used to be of the mind that if it goes in the water, it goes out to sea, and that's fine. I'm from the East Coast. I know that garbage barges and things like that will go well off the coast and dump garbage from New York City. Just dump it in the ocean. It's, okay, that's magic. It's just going to disappear, I guess. But it doesn't. It all ends up somewhere.
And the turtles knows.
The turtles know. California banning straws because dolphins and turtles and things like that. But that might be excessive.
It's a little excessive.
Instead of banning something, dispose of it properly. A lot of trash will go to an incinerator and it gets burned, and that can be spread on soil.
Well, they can use it as fuel to power.
Yep. It's a renewable energy source. Garbage can be burned and turned into electricity.
And water bottles can be turned into ropes.
Right.
For your campsite.
Right. Yeah.
But anyway.
It is a big problem. All kidding aside, we like to joke around.
Recycle.
Yeah, you can recycle is a help, but it's...
The biggest thing is just stop throwing your trash on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, put it in a stinking trash can.
Yeah.
Stop being disgusting pigs.
It's still a problem with the amount of trash that we produce, that everybody produces. It's got to go somewhere. It does not need to go in our water. That's the bottom line.
The bottom line.
We've got Percy Priest Lake, and we've got Old Hickory Lake, which is actually a Cumberland River, but you have to dodge stuff going down there. There's shopping carts and stolen cars and bodies.
The other day.
Yeah.
We thought we had a monster catfish. Pulled it up. It's a piece of a tire.
Yeah. So, and a lot of that stuff in our lifetime is not going to degrade. Period. It's going to stay there, and it's all a problem. There's all kinds. Just to get an idea of what's in the water. If you frequent YouTube and watch videos, the magnet fishermen, some of the steel that they pull out of the water, that's going to have an effect on fish and everything. Just the metal
ecosystem,
the ecosystem deteriorating in the water. You can watch that. You can watch videos on this giant trash heap in the Pacific, and it just, the more you think about it, if you actually pay attention and look at it, it's a problem. It's a problem. So what, again, with the .org?
Teamseas?
Teamseas.org. What they're doing is commendable. They're just trying to raise money to clean up your water. I mean, you can go to the beach. You can go to Cancun. It's gorgeous. Walk 2 miles down the beach to where it's not so gorgeous. They take care of it where they want to take care of it. You got to take care of it everywhere.
Yeah.
Galveston Island. We talked about the other day. It's nasty.
It is.
It's nasty.
You can't have a nude beach with garbage.
You can't even walk down the beach barefoot without cutting your foot on a piece of glass.
Right.
But anyway, that's a whole nother story.
But just do your part. Throw your stuff in the garbage can. Tell your friends, hey, don't whip that out the window, your McDonald's cup. I don't know how many times out of my front yard I've cleaned up garbage. People get done with their Big Mac and whip the paper out. And I mean, just not even being like a conservationist or anything like that. It's nasty.
Yeah.
So don't do it.
Yep.
Hope we can help.
Teamseas.org.
Teamseas.org.
Please like, share. We don't beg for you to like, share, ever, but we're begging you now. Like this, share it. We want everybody to get the message. Teamseas.org. Check it out. Donate if you can, and
even if it's $1.
even if it's $1, but what you can do is help.
Peace.
Bye.